Hello, boys and girls. This is Miss Ridgeway coming from Cumberland at Home Summer Edition. Today's lesson is An Owl is a Bird. You're going to look for a passage that looks just like this one. The page number is 28. The title is at the top. An Owl is a Bird. Starts with an uppercase A in the title. And it has a cute picture of an owl in the middle. So boys and girls, find that sheet for me. You're going to need this passage for today's lesson. The next page you're going to need is the page that comes right after, which is page 29. It has your comprehension questions on it. It has numbers 1 through 4. Great job finding that sheet. Good job, boys and girls. The next page you're going to need is page 30. It has questions 5 and 6 on it. And the last page you're going to need is page 31 that has questions 7 and 8 on it. So boys and girls, you'll need pages 28, 29, 30, and 31 out of your packet. And remember, the title of the passage we're reading today is An Owl is a Bird. All right, boys and girls, let's think about this. An owl is a bird is the title of the passage we are reading today. So, do we think this passage is going to be fiction or nonfiction? An owl is a bird. Well, is an owl a bird? Is it a reptile? Is it an insect? Is it a mammal? Or is it a bird? I think you're thinking the right thing. It's a bird. Right there in the title, it says an owl is a bird. So I think this passage is going to be nonfiction, which means that it's going to give us real information and facts about owls being a bird. Maybe it might even describe why an owl is a bird or what an owl can do as a bird. Those are some of the things that you can think about before you even read the passage. Also, let's look at the illustration, which is a photograph of an owl. What do you think that owl is doing? What do you think that owl is thinking? Where do you think that owl is? Great thinking, boys and girls. So before we even read the passage, we started thinking about our passage and maybe what it could be about. Now what we're going to do is we're going to keep thinking while we are reading. So we're going to read it one time together. Then we're going to read our comprehension questions. And then we're going to read this passage again for the second time. Okay, boys and girls? All righty. An owl is a bird. An owl is a kind of bird. It hunts for other animals to eat. It likes to hunt at night. Some parts of an owl's body help it hunt. An owl has big eyes. It can see well in the dark. An owl's wings have soft feathers. They let an owl fly quietly. An owl can turn its head almost all the way around. That helps it find animals. An owl has sharp claws. They help the owl catch small animals. An owl has a strong beak. The beak helps it carry its food. All right, boys and girls, well, what did you learn about owls in that passage that we read together? Hope you learned some cool things, because I definitely did. Things I didn't even know. That passage, because it was nonfiction, it gave us some new information that maybe we didn't know before, but now we know because it had true facts in the passage. Well, let's read our question so that way we know what we're looking for when we read the passage the second time. All right, we're going to go to number 1, which is on page 29 in your packet again. Number 1, what kind of animal is an owl? You have 3 choices here. Is it A reptile, B, a bird, C, a mammal? We're not going to answer them yet, boys and girls. We're just going to read them through first, okay? Number 2, the passage describes how an owl hunts for food. When do owls hunt for food? Is it A, during the day, B, at night and during the day, or C, at night? Number 3, an owl has body parts that can help it hunt in the dark. Which information shows this is true? A, an owl has big eyes that help it see well in the dark. B, an owl is a kind of bird. Or C, an owl hunts for other animals to eat. Number 4, what is an owl is a bird mainly about? Is it A, what owls eat, B, how an owl hunts, or C, what owls do when they are awake? Let's read number 5. Number 5 asks, what body parts help owls catch and carry the small animals that they eat for food? Number 6, what did you learn from an owl is a bird? And we talked about that a little bit. What did you learn? Number 7, explain why it might be important for an owl to fly quietly with its soft feathers while it is hunting for food. Number 8, draw a picture of an owl catching its food or carrying it away. So, boys and girls, we have 8 questions to think about while we are reading. So let's go back and look in the passage. One of the reasons it's always great to go back and look in the passage is because usually all your evidence, which means all of your information and all of your answers, are in the passage. It's in the text. The text are the words in the passage. So we're going to read it again to find some evidence to support our answers so that way we have our answers correct. So boys and girls, get your reader finger ready. And we're going to start with the title of our passage. An owl is a bird. And I know you're going to read this super well because we've already read it once together. An owl is a kind of bird. It hunts for other animals to eat. It likes to hunt at night. Some parts of an owl's body help it hunt. An owl has big eyes. It can see well in the dark. An owl's wings have soft feathers. They let an owl fly quietly. An owl can turn its head almost all the way around. That helps it find animals. An owl has sharp claws. They help the owl catch small animals. An owl has a strong beak. The beak helps it carry its food. Alrighty, boys and girls, I know you definitely got some answers after you read that passage the second time, which means you've collected some evidence to answer your comprehension questions. So let's go ahead and grab our pencil. And we're going to get ready to start answering our comprehension questions because I know that while we were reading, you were thinking and you are gathering the evidence to support your answers. So let's get started with number 1. So numbers 1 through 4 are multiple choice questions. So that means you're going to choose one of the answers that are given to us in the question, okay? You're going to circle it with your pencil. Number 1, what kind of animal is an owl? Is it A reptile, B, a bird, C, a mammal? I want you to go ahead and circle the correct answer. I'm going to give you some time. A reptile, B, a bird, or C, a mammal? Number 2, the passage describes how an owl hunts for food. When do owls hunt for food? Is it A, during the day, B, at night and during the day, or C, at night? Take your pencil, boys and girls, and circle the correct answer. Number 3, an owl has body parts that can help it hunt in the dark. Which information shows this is true? A, an owl has big eyes that help it see well in the dark. B, an owl is a kind of bird. Or C, an owl hunts for other animals to eat. Go ahead and circle the correct answer. Is it A, B, or C? Number 4, what is an owl is a bird mainly about? So what is this passage mainly about? Is it A, what owls eat? B, how an owl hunts? Or C, what owls do when they are awake? Number 4 says, what is an owl is a bird mainly about? Is it A, what owls eat? B, how an owl hunts? Or C, what owls do when they are awake? Circle the correct answer. All right, boys and girls. We're going to go to number 5 and 6. These questions are a little bit different. These are not multiple choice questions, so you're not just going to circle. You're going to use your text to help you find your answers, because remember, we're looking for evidence in our text, in the passage, to support our answer. So you're going to be writing a complete sentence in order to answer these questions. Remember, we talked about complete sentences before, so does your sentence have a who or a what? Does it have some function words? Does it have some punctuation at the end? And does it begin with a capital letter? And action. Okay? So we're going to think about that when we are writing our sentences and answering our questions. Okay? Number 5. What body parts help owls catch and carry the small animals that they eat for food? So what body parts help owls catch and carry the small animals that they eat for food? And if you need to, go back in your passage and look for some evidence to support your answer. Go ahead and start writing your answer. The body parts of an owl that help catch and carry food are what? Try your best. I know your sentences are looking great. Alrighty, boys and girls. Let's go to number 6. What did you learn from an owl is a bird? What did you learn from this passage? Did you learn something new? I hope so, because it gave us a lot of information about an owl being a bird. So I want you to write on these lines, what did you learn from this passage? Remember to write in a complete sentence. And if you need to, go back and look in your passage for evidence. What did you learn from an owl is a bird? Great job, boys and girls. 2 complete sentences for your comprehension questions, number 5 and number 6. Let's move on to number 7. It says, discuss this question. I'm going to read it to you first, and then we're going to discuss it together. Explain why it might be important for an animal, or for an owl, to fly quietly with its soft feathers while it is hunting for food. So why do you think it would be important for the owl to fly quietly to hunt for their food? Now, if it had loud feathers, what do you think they would be able to hunt very quietly? Do you think that they would maybe scare the animals that they were hunting for? Yeah, I think so too, if their feathers were loud. So now that they have soft feathers that are quiet, how do you think their hunting really goes if they're have that quiet flying? I don't think they're probably scaring the animals away. They're probably able to sneak on them and catch its food. So I want you to write your answer. Explain why it might be important for an owl to fly quietly with its soft feathers while it is hunting for food. Remember, write in a complete sentence. And this one, you can't look in the passage. This is what you think. Why do you think it's important for an owl to fly quietly? Great job, boys and girls, writing a complete sentence that starts with an uppercase letter, a capital letter, and ends with punctuation at the end. Number 8, which is my favorite one, draw a picture of an owl catching its food or carrying it away. You have this big space here to go ahead and draw your owl catching its food. Alrighty, boys and girls, I hope you guys had an awesome day today reading about an owl being a bird and got some good information from our nonfiction text. Remember, when you're answering your comprehension questions, always look back in the passage to find some evidence to support. And when you're reading your passage, always continue to think while you're reading. Have a great day, boys and girls. Bye.